Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here, back again with another video. I am not only really tired, but I'm also still pretty fucking sick and out of shape. Obviously, because I'm very fucking fat and obese. And today we're going to make a video about House of Shivers. More specifically about a little, something notable that people have been noticing about the series. And it's become a trend. In the first 3 books, at least. We'll have to wait and see if the 4th book sounds familiar. But, yeah, we're going to be talking about some interesting theories that have risen up about House of Shivers. And before we get in, I might sound off today. I might sound like I'm congested, because, yeah, I am, fuckers. So, I'm sick. I've been sick, so gotta bear with me here. And I am pretty tired, and out of shape as fuck. I wasn't lying in the intro. But we're here today, so we're going to make this video. So let's dive right in. I don't really see a reason to delay this any further. I haven't made a video in a while, so come on, let's make a fucking video. So, what do I mean when I'm talking about familiar? Alright? So, take Scariest Book Ever. When this book first came out, a lot of people were already drawing connections to Legend of the Lost Legends. Now, this book is pretty darn similar, at least in premise. In execution, this one is a lot more wild and different. This one's kind of more sticking to the formula, but also has some interesting twists that are unique from this one. But, concept, there's a creepy freaking forest, and we have 2 kids that are out on a quest to find a certain object. Both stories have very similar objects, by the way. We got the Lost Legends, and we have the Scariest Book Ever. They work in similar ways, and yeah, they're pretty much the same thing, and they both have something to involve a twist ending. A pretty similar premise. And take another example here. Goblin Monday, which just came out. Now, you might be thinking Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, if anything. No, actually, Judy and the Beast. It has barely any resemblance to Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, at least in the story. The only resemblance is, there's a garden, and these guys are, probably the size of gnomes. Yeah. So, it's actually really similar to Judy and the Beast, because we have a kid going to, I think, family friend, whatever, and there is a weird mystery going on. There's a lot of weird stuff happening, and they want to solve a certain mystery. There's maybe a creature or creatures prowling out in the woods. And they both have very similar twists involved, and they're both heavy winter theming. So, yeah, once again, pretty similar books. And that's not where it ends. House of Shivers Book 3, which isn't even out yet, has a blurb available, and it's called Night of the Living Mummy. And the blurb is pretty much the plot of Diary of a Mad Mummy. A GYG, by the way, the 10th GYG, which I have just read. I'll make a review, I don't know, maybe August. And, yeah, there's a lot of similarities in a certain storyline to Night of the Living Mummy. Some kid goes to a museum, I think his name is Happy Silverman. It's kind of easy to remember such a weird-ass name. And he may or may not get possessed by a mummy. Yeah, that happens in Mad Mummy, pretty much. It may be a little different, but there's a lot of possession, I'll tell you that. So, the books are pretty darn similar. We got Legend of the Lost Legends, Scariest Book Ever. We have Judy and the Beast with Goblin Monday, and I'm assuming this is going to stay because, these are probably the most similar by far. They're basically the same freaking book. Mad Mummy and Night of the Living Mummy. They're pretty similar, and a lot of people have noticed this. I'm not alone here. Why is Val, alright? Why is Val? Why is Val? Why is Val? I don't fucking know. So, I have, 2 theories, and that's it. Someone behind the books, maybe Stine himself, maybe someone Scholastic, maybe a CEO, or something. Maybe they're building up something. Maybe they're doing this for a reason. Maybe there's a purpose behind these such random books being so similar to these new books, alright? Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of pattern, maybe there's some sort of connection. We'll have to wait and see when more books come out. Maybe Stine just wants to remake his books. Either way, maybe there is something behind this. Maybe it isn't just a coincidence. And my other theory, it is a big fat fucking coincidence. Or maybe Stine saw his old books and he's like, I kind of like the idea. And he didn't really think much of it, or maybe he's having dementia issues. Either way, I don't think Stine's really trying to do this here, alright? I don't think he's attempting to remake his old books. It just doesn't sound like something Goosebumps would do, as weird as it might be. I know Goosebumps books tend to be similar sometimes. There's a lot of cases of that. They don't have to be exact same fucking book, but they have similar premises. And there are books in the Goosebumps franchise that are quite similar to each other, like Haunted Mask, and a great example here would be Horrors with the Black Ring, and The Haunted Car. They have similar-ish premises. It's not out of the ordinary. It's just that these are surprisingly a lot more similar to other books than average. I don't think it means anything at the end of the day, is what I'm trying to get at it. I don't think it's anything big, but it certainly is notable. I think it's kind of cool. These feel so familiar, and, you know, it could be a fun guessing game. What the fuck are we going to do next? Are we going to do a Series 2000? Are we going to do maybe another OG series? Are we going to maybe recreate maybe a Horrorland or something? Or maybe, I don't know, man. I'm hoping this trend does continue, because it would be kind of fun, but still, I like, you know, fresh new stories, so please have good spins, at least. Either way, thought I'd just point this out in case nobody, or, well, some people haven't noticed this. And I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Do you think this is on purpose? Do you think there's maybe some reasoning behind this? Or do you think this is a big fat fucking coincidence like I do? I don't really think there's much behind this. Tell me your thoughts below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.